Morning to all my students. Before going to new topic, we have to go through the previous video classes in which we have left last numerals, second part of last numerals due to technical difficulties. Now you see the problem. In that problem, a concave lens is given to us. Data is also given, the focal length of concave lens and its object positions. And we have to find the position of the image, the nature of the image and height of the image. Object height is given. First you recall what the steps we have to take. Step 1 is we have to draw a rough sketch diagram of concave lens and its first focus, second focus, object position. Second step is we have to put the input data with its sign convention. Then we will use, that is third step, then we will use the appropriate formula, then result will output which comes with sign convention, then we can explain our answer. Now you see here is concave lens, this one is first focus and this one is 2f2, here it is f2 and 2f2. As focal length is given 15 cm, left hand side sign convention is negative, so we have marked minus 15 cm. Obviously this one is minus 30 cm, this one is plus 15 cm and this one is plus 30 cm. Object is kept 20 cm in front of the lens. Object is 20 cm means we have to mark here, this is object. Height is plus 2 mm, plus sign is given due to upright. Now minus 20 cm is given object position as it is left side. Focal length is negative also. Now we have to calculate the position of the image. Here you see we are using the formula 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Input data is put here u and f with appropriate sign convention. Then we solve the problem. The image distance is calculated as minus 60 by 7 or minus 8.5 centimeter. Now we have to put the language. Image is formed at 8.5 centimeter from optic center, which is shown in the given figure. From optic center minus 8.5 means here. This one is your position of a image and we can also mark here minus 8.5 centimeter. Now position of image is clear. Now second part problem is we have to discuss the nature of the image. And then we have to calculate magnification. What is the formula of magnification? V by U. Now we are getting the result of V. Input data U is given with the appropriate sign we have put here. Calculated value is plus 3 by 7. First you mark this answer is plus. Plus means it is erect. As image is erect, so hence nature of the image should be virtual. Again you see its numerical value 3 by 7, that means 0.42, that is less than 1. Hence the nature of the image is diminished. So the nature of the image is virtual, erect and diminished. That we have marked here. Nature is virtual, erect and diminished. Diminished means smaller size. Now third part of the problem is we have to calculate the height of the image. Height of the image is m is equal to image height by object height. As it is calculated value of magnification here is plus 3 by 7. We are putting here plus 3 by 7. Image height we have to calculate. Object height is plus 2 mm and image height is plus 0.85 millimeter. So we have to write the height of the image is 0.85 millimeter. Next we have to come our topic, that is power of the lens. What is the literature meaning of the power of the lens? Lens is made by refracting substance and its property is to bend the incident ray. So in literature we can say that power of lens measures the capability of lens to deviate the incident light rays. For that we have to explain by two diagram. Here you see there are two lenses, lens 1 and lens 2 made by glass. They have different radius of the curvature, that means they have different focal lengths. In lens 1 focal length is f1 and lens 2 focal length is f2. Now you see the diagram very carefully. In both the cases incident rays are parallel. That means the refracted ray must touch to the second principal focus. If two lenses are not in there, these two incident rays should go in this way straight line. Now you see here the refracted ray bends from its original position by making an angle delta 1. Here also you see the incident ray deviates from original path through an angle delta 2. From the figure itself says that lens 1 has more power than lens 2 because it deviates more, angle of deviation is more. But again you mark it, the lens of first lens has less focal length, second lens has larger focal length. That means angle of deviation is more in this case, focal length is less. That means more is the power of the lens, less is the focal length. That why we have written here P2 less than P1, or you can assume that F2 greater than F1. Hence it is concluded that more is the focal length, less is the power. That's why power of the lens is expressed as reciprocal of focal length. So you can define also in this way, power of lens is defined as reciprocal of its focal length. Then for numerals we have to keep this formula in your memory. Now we have to discuss the unit. Its SI unit is a diopter represented as capital D. For convex lens it is plus D, and for concave lens minus D. That means it is a converging nature. Light ray converges towards it. It is diverging nature. So focal length is negative, that's why power is negative. Again calculated formula is if power in the diopter as it SI unit, focal length should be expressed in meter. If you want to change focal length in centimeter, then you have to multiply 100. How can it possible? Let data is given centimeter, 5 centimeter. When it will convert 5 centimeter by 100, so power formula will be 100 by F. So it can literally, language in manner it can be said that power of lens in a diopter can be expressed as reciprocal of focal length expressed in meter. Or you can say that 100 divided by focal length expressed in centimeter. But it is wiser advice when you do the problem, always convert the focal length in meter, then you use the power units as a diopter. Now we have to discuss what are the factors affecting the power of the lens. We already know that power of the lens is inversely proportional to focal length. That means focal length is more, power of the lens is less. Already we previous class we know that the focal length of the lens depends upon the radius of the curvature and the refractive index of the material of the lens and the surrounding medium. Here also we can say that the power of the lens depends upon the radius of the curvature. It also depends upon the refractive index of the material of the lens and also depends upon the refractive index of the surrounding medium. Now there is another formula for you. We have to discuss the combined power and focal length of the two lenses. Let P1, P2 power of the two lenses, correspondingly focal length are F1 and F2, and they are kept small d distance apart. Now we have to discuss their combined power and combined focal length. Its formula is derived in this manner. No derivation is in your syllabus. In higher class you should derive it. Now you remember the combined focal length formula will be 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 minus d divided by f1 into f2. This d implies the distance between two lenses, center to center, optic center to optic center. If we replace this formula by power, combined power also defined as P1 plus P2 minus d P1 into P2. But if the two lenses are in contact, that means no data is given distance between two lenses, then you assume that two lenses are kept in contact. Then this two formula will reduce to this form. 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2, or you can say that the combined power is the algebraic sum of the power of the individual lenses. Now we have to do two numerals regarding two formula. First one is the power of the lens is plus 2.0 diopter. Find its focal length, state the kind of the lenses. First we write the data. P is given that plus 2.0 D. We have to calculate focal length. Then we recall the formula. P is equal to 1 by F. That means 1 by F. That means implies plus 2 is equal to 1 by F. Implies F is equal to 1 by 2. Implies F is equal to 1 by 2. What is the unit? Meter. If you want to convert it to centimeter, 1 by 2 into 100, it will be 50 centimeter. Or you can write 0.5 meter. Now another problem for you. A doublet. Doublet means two lenses combined to each other. Consists of two lenses. One is concave, another one is your convex. Of respective focal length 25 centimeter and 20 centimeter. And the question asked, find the combined power of the doublet. P is equal to question mark. Then state its nature. If it is positive, it will be converging. If it is negative, it will be diverging. First we have to write the data. F1. First one is concave. So we should write minus 25 centimeter. That means we are putting the sign conventions. Again already I told that while doing the problem we have to convert it into SI unit. That means meter. That means minus 25 by 100 meter. That is minus 1 by 4 meter. Similarly F2 is equal to convex lens means plus 20 centimeter. That represent minus 20 by 100 meter. That represent minus 1 by 5 meter. Now we will use the formula 1 by F is equal to 1 by F1 plus 1 by F2 is equal to minus 1 by 4 will be reverse minus 4. 1 by F2 it will be reverse F, that is convex lens plus 5 that represent plus 1. 1 by F is equal to plus 1 as it is SI unit, so it will be written as diopter. 1 by F means power. Power is equal to plus 1 D. So nature of the combined system is converging. After getting this, you can do the numerals and questions in your exercise and book. Thank you.